I'm Phil from Whitechapel, and you're listening to 88.7 WSYC FM Mellodic Carnage.
She cried out helplessly again and turned him from fucking out. Just one last time to win this fucking earth. I will swing right in your fucking face. How does it taste? After the lips are still below your waist, you will never fuck again.
And when you first started out in Whitechapel, you were one of the founding members. Did you ever expect that you'd be playing with acts like Cannibal Corpse and Behemoth? Did you ever see that coming?
No, I mean, when we first started out, just getting shows in different cities with bands that, you know, are non-existent anymore, and, you know, that was a huge deal for us. And, you know, to go from that to playing with bands like, you know, like on the Mayhem tour, we played like with Marilyn Manson and Slayer and stuff like that. I'd never imagined in a million years that we'd be on the same show as people like that. No way.
So is it kind of like, wow, I listened to these bands and now I'm playing with them? Was it kind of like that kind of feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's just a surreal feeling. You know, a lot of kids have this dream to play in a band and, you know, tour the world, and, you know, that's all you can really say is just, it's surreal. It's hard to believe.
I'm kind of like going back to the roots of the band. You guys are from Tennessee. You know, to kind of stereotype, like down there, it's mainly known for like country music, stuff like that. What kind of sparked it for you to get into like a deathcore kind of band?
Oh, well, I've listened to a lot of metal throughout my whole life. You know, I started, obviously, I'm one of the typical kids that started out listening to Metallica, and then it all started with death metal whenever I saw Cannibal Corpse on Ace Ventura, and ever since then I saw that band. They scared me, and like, you know, I would watch the movie and I would rewind it like 100 times, just watch it over and over again, just be like, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. And that's pretty much where it started, and I discovered them, and I looked into the genre of death metal because I didn't know what it was at that age, and that's basically where it all started for me. And you know, Cannibal Corpse has definitely been a gateway band for me, is just like Metallica, just for any other metalhead.
And when you started Whitechapel, the backstory is kind of cool with like where the name came from. Could you first tell us about that?
That was kind of, you know, it's just, you look for a name. I mean, sometimes bands have names that actually have meaning towards the band, but sometimes it's just, you know, you can't be in a band if you don't have a name, you know. And I was just kind of brainstorming one day, and then I just thought about Jack the Ripper, and I was just like, you know, I know that he's you know, notorious killer and everything, and you know, did some research on him, and I saw, you know, the district of where he was killing them, you know, Whitechapel, and I was like, oh, that's kind of has a ring to it. And, you know, I ran it by everybody, and we had scattered a couple band names, and, you know, that one is the one that definitely stuck, and, you know, we just kept it from there. And then, you know, because coming up with a band name is just really annoying, honestly, and, you know, you eventually have to come to an agreement, and, you know, everybody liked it, and, you know, we just figured, why not? Let's just keep it at that.
So how are you kind of received in your hometown?
It's great. I mean, the Knoxville scene's always supported us, you know, since day one. You know, and you know, kids get older, they grow out of certain things, and but as far as you know, but the thing is that they grow out of it, but they're the reason that all these other people are hearing about it. And you know, because everybody talks within the music scene in your hometown. Every town, everybody talks within the music scene. Everybody talks about bands that are coming out, bands that are, you know, performing. And you know, we don't play our hometown really that much anymore. Anytime we really do, because, you know, a lot of tours don't really go to our hometown. And anytime that we usually do play, though, it's usually if we're doing a headlining tour, or if we're off and we're you know, at home for a while, and we'll book a show at one of our hometown venues. And it's but as far as the crowd reaction goes, I mean, it's still great, you know. And you know, the kids that used to come out to the shows don't really come out to shows anymore. Like I said, they just get older and they just get burnt out on it. But it's still great, you know. I mean, I wouldn't want to be from anywhere else.
By a taking cast aside. My blood and self-digestion of the fallen, searching for a rival, turning so many throughout the way.
You have 3 guitarists in this band. Could you tell us how you utilize that?
It honestly started as a mistake. It wasn't really it wasn't really planned. Because me and Ben and our old guitar player Brandon had started the band, and I'd gotten in contact with Alex, and he told me that, you know, he had a bass player that was looking to, you know, play in a band. His name's Gabe, and drummer Derek, and it was kind of like a, you know, the 2 trios. Then, you know, like we wanted to all be in the band, and, you know, we didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings really, and we just all kind of said, you know, what the hell, let's try 3 guitars. And at first it was kind of, you know, it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't going really well in the beginning. But once we all kind of, like, you know, learned the songs, learned the material that we were writing at the time, you know, we started to play more, and, you know, tried to figure out, you know, how each other, like, actually, like, you know, played and everything. And it was you know, it was good from there. I mean, it's still hard, you know, because it's 3 guitars, you know, just blaring over bass and drums and vocals, and but you just have to be careful with it. You know, you just have to know how to use it, and, you know, I really feel strongly that, you know, we're one of the few bands that can actually utilize it.
I'm not really too big into deathcore bands, but there's something about you guys that just kind of makes you stand out. What do you think that might be?
Like I said, I mean, just like we just said, the whole 3 guitar act and everything. But you know, with the vocals, I try to, you know, have a broad range. You know, I don't want to just sound monotonous through the whole CD, and, like, you know, just the writing style and the, you know, I guess what do you call them, the flow, just like the what's it called? Yeah, the you know, the ambient sound that we have, ambient sound, whatever you want to call it, and just the mood that's being set. You know, it's really dark. It's not. We utilize, like, melody, like, but see, I'm not a guitar player, so I don't really know the guitar lingo. So, but just like the chords that the guys use in the band, and the style of writing that they use, and how they utilize, you know, 2 guitars doing a harmony and 1 holding the rhythm, and you know, Kevin's got a lot of really interesting fills and rolls that he does, and just you know, he comes from a background. He's not the biggest death metal drummer in the world. You know, he's not the biggest, like, you know, he's into, like, a lot of different other stuff, and he likes to play, like, atmospheric stuff too. So, and, like, we all just kind of bring, you know, it's 6 people in the band. We all 6 of us have our own little, you know, our own little favorite styles of music that we like, and we all just bring it in together.
And you write your own lyrics, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, how do you come up with that?
I guess just like any other author of a, just sit there and brainstorm and just think about stuff that, you know, could pertain to something in my life, something that can pertain to something in somebody else's life, something that's real, something that's not. It's just, you know, it's just art, and, you know, you just have to, you know, you just use your mind. That's all I have. That's all I do. And, you know, I just sit there and think about things that are just weird and crazy, and a lot of people don't think about in everyday life.
All right, that's awesome. I'm just going to leave you with the last word, and I'm just wondering, is there anything that you would like to say to the Whitechapel fans?
Just keep coming out to shows, keep supporting. We'll keep coming to your town, and thanks for all the support. Thanks for everything you guys have done, and if you keep supporting us, we'll keep staying around.